Welcome to Gym Owner Freedom. I am Scott Carpenter, and I am a former broke, struggling, frustrated, and overworked gym owner that felt stuck no matter what I did to try and improve the business. Once I realized that the answer wasn't what I thought it was, just getting more clients, and after really doing the math on acquisition and churn rates, I realized I wasn't even playing a winnable game to begin with. With my current price structure, mathematically, there was no way I could afford to pay my staff so I could scale up and out of the business, that I can have the time, the money, the impact, and the freedom that I always knew I was capable of. Once I learned how to add value by selling transformational programs to people who needed more than just workouts, everything changed in my life. Today, I own 6 gyms that all run without me, and I am free to pursue my passion projects and work just because I love to, not because I have to. And if that's a goal that we mutually share together, then this is the show for you. I'm going to teach you the framework to make way more money with less clients and open up a world of possibilities to you. Subscribe, leave a review, and tune in every week. It'll change your life. I promise you that. We are live, Big Dave. What is going on?
What's going on, buddy? It's beautiful, sunny and 70. Not going to complain.
You know, up here, we're in the opposite parts of the Phoenix Valley. It's like cloudy and rain, but like a good cloudy and like a little drizzly. It's great. It's beautiful out.
No, not for me. I want my 70 to 75, man. That is the name of the game.
We've been in that sweet spot for quite a long time, but I have been buried in finishing all the taxes for getting the K1s out on all the different LLCs, all the different studios. That is a pain in my ass. Mm-hmm. Shit gets complicated with all the real estate, with all the LLCs. It is not a fun game right now.
Almost done?
Almost done. Yeah, we'll be done by tonight if all goes according to plan. So, but guys, we're not here to bore you with taxes. We're here to talk about a nice, juicy one today. So we're going to get into how to make money from reviews. And I'm not talking shitty reviews like we always get. You know, hey, been working out with Dave for the past 2 months. He's awesome guy, great energy, down a few pounds, highly recommend. That's it. Sweet. Okay. That's not going to make you stand apart from anybody, any competition at all. And one of the things that we really realize the value of is organic leads. So paid leads, as we know, suck, right? There's a lot of work and a lot of sifting through to make paid ads work. Leads that come in through a phone call or from your website, however, a truly organic lead coming in from your website is priceless. They are going to be your highest paying customers on average. You are going to get them in and they'll show up at your show rate for something like that is probably 5 times higher than a Facebook lead, at least, maybe 10. Same thing. You're probably going to close those at 80, 90+%, right? So how do we get more of those? Because this is where a lot of people are struggling. And this is where one of our strengths has been for quite a while. But the organic lead gen is huge, 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 huge. And your reviews are a massive part of that. So we're going to show you kind of what we do for it. And this kind of came up in detail because we recently had our in-person meetup, right, Dave? We had 20, 30 gym owners flying out from all over the world. And we rented a house in Scottsdale, 21 bed place. And it was gorgeous. And it had, heated pool and 9-hole mini golf course, cornhole. We ran tournaments, hired a private chef. And we brought all these gym owners out to have a good time, to get a lot of work done, but then also share a lot of these best practices. And shout out to Shannon Logan. She is one of our earliest gyms when we didn't even really mean to start up a coaching business, but we were just working with people. And man, she's just implemented every single thing that we've done. And she's really helped shape a lot of this. And a lot of it has been the review process. So we kind of combine 3 things into one: renewals, reviews, and referrals. And she gets the best reviews out of that. So check this out. So she's got 105 average 5-star rating review at her gym right here. And if you notice, though, if you click on the more, and you'll see paragraphs of reviews. And these reviews are telling stories about where they struggled with before they came to TrueCore. How much what that frustration felt like as they tried to solve that problem. They're going to talk about what's differently since they've come to True Core CrossFit, and even mentioning her transformation program, right? We teach you how to do high ticket transformational programs that change people's lives. They're mentioning that, how remarkably different it is, right? This is just the first, well, second one here. And then they start talking about the changes that they've had, how transformative they are. She's rediscovered a sense of self-prioritization that has a ripple effect across all areas of my life, right? Overcoming mental blocks, all this kind of stuff. And then how they talk about who they're becoming. And if you look at this, there is review after review after review telling a story. Now, this is what motivates people to change. This isn't like, yeah, I've been coming here for a couple months, great atmosphere, great music, awesome workouts, like it. That's what we normally get. So how do we get these amazing reviews? Because I guarantee you, when people do a search on Google and they're trying to find the right gym to work out in, they're trying to find the right one because they don't just want to work out. They want to change themselves. When they read a few reviews on here, they're coming here. And this is one reason why she's been so damn successful. She was in the $30K a month range when she started with us, and she's over $70K a month now, which is incredible, incredible. So the high ticket program that she offers is a big thing. And then baked into that is how we get this review. So Dave, you cool if we share the kind of process?
Do it.
And let's zoom out for a little bit when we talk about this high ticket program, in case you're not aware of it. Let's just touch on that real quick. We kind of help you do a few different things, but building in your high ticket program. What is a high ticket program? It is a program for somebody who needs more than workouts. A lot of people want to lose weight, but they want to gain self-confidence. It's been bugging them. They've struggled with this 20 pounds for the last 11 years, right? And they really want it gone. They come into you to work out, but the real reason they want to come in is to solve that problem, right? And so a high ticket program is what we call a mentorship. It's going to be the workouts, of course, but it's also going to be nutrition and accountability, but beyond that. And we deliver it through the 63-day transformation. I don't care. And we got clients who use that with a 9-week program, but we also have people who do it as a 12-week program or an 8-week program. That's up to you. But the bottom line is it's like nutrition and accountability on steroids. And people sell that for $2,000 to $8,000 for 9 weeks typically. But that's a high ticket program. So we teach you how to build that into your business. We teach you how to sell it. And all those amazing over 100 reviews that you're seeing here, this is from her flagship high ticket accelerator program, which she sells for how much, Dave?
$4,500 is her price point for 9 weeks.
$3,500?
Yeah, 45.
Oh, she's upped it.
Yeah.
Oh, badass. So she sells that for $4,500. It's a 9-week program delivered with overlapping personal training, which is the session type that we teach, which combines semi-private and private. It's fantastic. But $4,500, that's really damn good. And you can see her people love it. So bottom line is they sign up for this program. Okay. What does she do? She onboards them and builds out their habits. If you're here, you want to get to here, it really boils down to what do you do every day and week to get there, right? What do you have to do? And so we take this is part of our transformation here. And she's private labeled, I believe, for her gym, which we allow everybody to do. But it's a really simple system. You build out their habits, right? You can have a nutrition habit to choose from, the strength training, which they're probably doing inside your location, unless they're an online client. Intentional movement. You don't have to call it cardio. It can be them going for a hike or a walk X amount of times per week, a sleep habit, a water habit. But bottom line is you can set what those habits are for them and how often per week they need to do it. And they get this right on their phone and they just check the boxes and you can see exactly how compliant they are. And once a week, you take 15 minutes and you can do it in person. You can do it over Zoom, but you look at how they did. You make your notes, give them any action items so they can do it easier next week. And that's it. It's super simple and easy to use. It's a skeleton that you can work with anybody, whether you're having people track on MyFitnessPal or just starting with breakfast with them or whatever it is. You can work with everybody with this system. Now, built into this, you'll stumble upon it. At the end of week 5, right here, okay, the client has to fill out the My Story tab. Okay. So you're 5 weeks through. Their homework for week 6 right there, and they got to check it off when they do it, is to fill out the My Story tab. And this is where we get them thinking about things differently. You know how all clients get stuck in their head. They might want to lose 50 pounds. They are 20 pounds down, let's say in 9 weeks or 10 weeks or 11 or 12. They're making great progress on their goal, but then they want to disappear. They want to vanish. Like, I'm not even anywhere close to my goal. It's like, well, of course, 50 pounds takes a long time to freaking lose. But we constantly get in our own heads and we want to stop doing what's working. And that's when people quit. So our job as fitness professionals is really to keep people's mindset in the bumper lanes, keep them in the bumper lanes. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. And it's exactly how we're going to pull out a renewal, a referral, and those awesome reviews. It's right in here. And if I zoom out real quick, guys, there's a lot in this 63-day transformation. All the support materials you would need for nutrition to take anybody through it. You have all that. You get the whole tracking system where in the whole process, you learn how to do it. You become a coach. We have a certification now where you can actually become a 63-day transformation coach. And this is something that you can do inside of your own gym. And again, if you like 8 weeks or 12 weeks, not a problem. You can just change the duration, not a problem. But it's really easy. And so that it's baked into here. And basically, we have them think about this and write this down as their homework after 5 weeks. So 5 to 10 minute exercise in their part, and we assign this to them. We make sure that they do it, okay? But they type it in there. They can be on their phone right here, and they answer these questions. What was the problem you were having before you started with us? What did the frustration feel like as you tried to solve that problem? What is different about your journey this time? What kind of changes have you already seen on your journey? And how is it impacting your life? Okay. So they think about this and they'll actually write it in here, right? And then week 6, so we have them prep for that at the end of week 5. Week 6 is when we set up this amazing call. This check-in, we make sure it's a little bit longer. How often or how long on average, Dave, for this week 6 check-in?
This one's going to be a juicy run because there's just so much involved. You are going to collect a video testimonial too. So this one's going to be probably closer to that 30 to 45 minute marker.
Yeah. Yep. So it's going to be a bit longer of one. We really prep it up as an important one. And you can do this over Zoom. So in case it's over Zoom, you just hit the record button. So you're recording. If it isn't, okay, and it's set up in your office or wherever it is, have your tripod and your phone ready to record on this. And just ask them if it's okay to do that. It's not a big deal, but have it set up all before. Because when you do this and you record it, guys, this is going to be one of the most amazing testimonials you've ever had. And this review that you're about to get, this renewal that you're about to get, and referrals, like this is also going to double and become marketing for you. So this marketing is going to get out there. It's going to be the best video testimony you've ever received because they're talking about this story and you're going to capture it. So you've already had them thinking about this, right? And then so we set this week 6 meeting up, and then we ask them these questions live again. They've already had a chance to think about it. Now they're going to really divulge in it and give more detail and flesh it out. And it's an amazing story. So Dave, can you kind of fill in the blanks on some of that stuff and how it goes? What's the best way to do it?
I really lean into the Zoom recording. People seem to they open up a little bit more. It's funny. I recorded my first one in a long time on Saturday with one of our transformational clients. Maybe I lied. It was a 45-minute. It was more of a podcast to where we just started talking about her and her story. A couple of the highlights. Okay. Like guys, like doing this consistently will change your freaking business. In the interview with Lindsay, we started talking about she lost 40 pounds with semaglutide. And this is verbatim, like this is captured on video. Now, keep in mind, it took her a while to start warming up, right? So with a lot of these questions, like it's a little bit weird and awkward just because it could be the first time they've talked into a Zoom screen. With Lindsay, she's like, Dave, I lost 40 pounds in semaglutide and it didn't make me happy. The last 12 weeks, I've only lost 2 pounds and I'm a completely different human being. So like, this is like on recording. I have to get this to Raj. I would guess that we have probably 20 to 30 sound bites from this interview. Just imagine kind of the vision I'm painting for our green lights. guys, if we collect 500 of these, okay, and it's going to take a while, but if you're just a single gym, just imagine collecting 50 of those. 50 of those in combination with the Google reviews, like you're not a $10,000 a month in profit gym. You're 20, 30, 40, 50. It will completely shift your business. And why? Because that is what brings in high ticket clients. Facebook ads, guess what? Like there's some hoops. We teach our gym owners. Shout out to Anar, just signed up a Facebook from the latest cohort. So it's possible. But man, the second that someone hears a story of how, hey, Lindsay lost 40 pounds before even joining Greenlight, and it wasn't, she didn't find her purpose or happiness. People are like, it's once it's a longer time horizon, guys, but I want you to start marinating on this right now. What would your business look like? How different would it be if you collected 25, 30, you don't even collect that many. Imagine collecting 15 to 20 of these. So I highly recommend. It can just be a little bit awkward if you're setting up the tripod in the office, like especially if you have some experience asking questions, get them on, have them tell their story. It will completely, it will bring in your highest quality dream clients by collecting 1 to 2 of these a month.
Oh, it's insane. And yeah, Zoom is just the easiest, guys. And that's how we do most of our check-ins anyways. It's more convenient. When we do the weekly with the mentorship and you do the weekly check-ins, you don't want them coming into your location for a quick 15, 20-minute meeting. You know what I mean? It's a waste of everybody's time. Zoom is typically better. And then because people are tempted to just slap it on at the end of a workout too. Well, it's just kind of half-assed and it doesn't have its own significance because this weekly mentorship call is everything for these people. We'll teach you how to do it. Like I said, we are certifying people in it now with this 63D transformation, which is awesome. And if you need something like this, if you need a higher ticket program that helps people for what they're coming in for, let us know. There have been some amazing, you can learn how to do it within our program, or you can just take it and do it yourself. And Carl, shout out to Carl Holgren, who crushed it on his own, just taking our system and just going with it. Well, I mean, with our videos and training, but holy shit, like amazing job. But yeah, it makes a huge difference. So just hit the record button, have it on before you accept in the Zoom, and you just ask them these questions again. And you add in a sixth question on here too. Okay. So you add a sixth question in here and you say, what would you say to somebody that's on the fence about starting this program? And that's where they're just going to say, holy shit, like this is exactly what you needed. You just didn't know it existed. You have to do this. And wow. I mean, talk about you getting somebody in their 40s, in their 50s or 60s, male and female. You collect a few of these, and these will speak exactly to that target avatar that you're looking for. Okay, it is unbelievable what this can do for your business. And again, because it's recorded, you can take this testimonial, you can make all these different sound bites in it. That can become your marketing material to attract other high ticket clients. And that's Shannon gets a lot from that. Okay. There's also a couple different things on here that we get homework from too. So your impact, you know, whether you like it or not, when you're talking to this person, whether you like it or not, you're the source of inspiration, encouragement to inspire somebody to start, right? Who needs a helping hand? You have a family member, a friend, coworker that we can extend an invitation to. You can offer a gift card here or whatever. But this is your chance to get a referral or two out of here. Giving something free is fantastic, right? And I don't mean a month of something like that, but just something is a great thing to get here. And then also we have them write in, hey, look how, you know, what we can talk about in this is like, look how far you've come after just 6 weeks. After just 6 weeks, you've done all this. You've reprioritized yourself. You've taken back your schedule. You're starting to do all these different things. You're feeling this. You've changed so much on the inside, let alone the external changes. You know, look what you've done after 6 weeks. Imagine we're going to be in 6 months. Imagine we're going to be in a year from now, taking deliberate action to doing the things to allow yourself to become the person that you really want to become. And so ahead of time, we have them start thinking about future goals that they want, future achievements that they want. Doesn't have to be weight loss. It can be like, I want to do my first pull-up, right? That's huge. So we want to get insight into like, what's next for them, because that's going to lead right into that renewal conversation. When you talk about, look how far you've come in 6 weeks, imagine where you're going to be in 6 months. Imagine we'll be a year from now. That opens it up to get the renewals. And that's typically, if we look at our fulfillment or our renewal side, do I have it in here anywhere? Well, maybe not, but yeah, so in this one meeting, we're getting the reviews. We'll teach you how you take that in a minute. We're getting the renewals and the referrals. So it's all built in here. So a lot of times we'll have a mentorship option, a back-end mentorship option to convert them to monthly EFT or MRR for 6 to 12 months. Shannon recently was just doing the 6 months until she's like, why am I doing that? Let's just offer the 12. And she's been getting 12-month renewals at extremely high ticket. Guys, this is one way that she's been able to go from 195 clients doing in the 30s to 112-ish clients doing over 70K a month. It's huge with just this program, just this 63-day transformation. She built it into her business. She learned how to sell it, fulfill it, obviously renew it and get the referrals and renewals or reviews. And she hasn't looked back since. She's been able to shrink her space from 11,000 square feet to 4,000. It's pretty nuts. And I can't tell you what doubling your revenue while taking only 40% of the space and 40% of the clients will do to your profit, but it is life-changing. It is life-changing. She is so much more than a CrossFit gym now. So much more. And she did group with a little bit of one-on-one. Now she does group and she does our overlapping PT. Some of you don't know about overlapping PT. Some of you need to learn about that. So if you need that, I just got double feedback on that. So if you don't know about that, we have a training on that one. Throw it in the comments, overlapping PT, and we'll send that to you. But going back to this, so they wrote these things in there, and you can also flesh some of it out and change it while they're writing it. So here's how you get these amazing reviews that are in here. Everybody wants to give you a review. All your clients who love you are more than happy to when you ask them, right? How many times have we asked somebody and they didn't do it, Dave?
Oh man, and it's not even their fault. It's just
No.
we're at it 24/7, 365. So I bet if you looked at the numbers, you probably have to ask someone 5 to 10 times before they even think about doing it.
Yep. And that's just life because we're all busy, man. I mean, we all have phones attached to us where people can get access to us 24 hours a day. We got families, we got work, we've got errands, same thing. And so they are more than happy to do it. But like, here's the thing. They got to go and look you up. They got to think of when you're trying to make a Facebook post and you have a blank post in front of you and you're like, that's what it is. And what kind of a review do you write then? Exactly what I talked about at the beginning of this training. Been going there for 2 months. It's awesome. Dave's the best. Highly recommend. That's what you're getting, guys. And so here's the trick. Here's what Shannon does. She will take this and copy it. And then she'll go to ChatGPT and ask it to write a brief review on this. Okay. Then she takes that, copies it, and asks in this session, she'll ask, hey, would you mind sharing your story, your review for us? And of course, to say, of course. Then she'll go into ChatGPT, she'll copy it, she'll prompt ChatGPT to write a review based on this input. Okay. And then she emails it to him and says, hey, here's, I wrote this up for you. Feel free to write something different or change it, if you want to, but I thought it would save you some time. And then here's the link to post it. So look at how easy that we just made that for that person who's busy, who is a great client. They value what we do, who's probably busy. We've just done it for them. They can literally highlight it, copy it, go to the link and paste it. That is why she's getting paragraphs from all these people. Hit more, look, more, boom, more. See, there's so much on here that you're getting. And it's just from that. It's as simple as that. It's following the process that's already built into the fulfillment system. And it is literally some copy and ChatGPT and sending it to them. I tell you what, I should review. Everyone's quick to post negative reviews on bad experiences, but not enough on positive reviews, right? So the main thing is I need to do better at that. But if I was visiting a business and dude, you guys are awesome. And they're like, would you mind sharing that? Of course I'll say yes, but I get home, I got 20 gym owners to get back to. But if they had typed that up and sent it to me over an email, I would probably 100% of the time take and post that, because it'll literally take me 5 seconds and I don't have to use my brain power in a white sheet of paper and think of something to say. Make it easy for your people to do this. That's the big thing. But man, we really shit the bed. Like, churn is just not great quite often. And one is because our fulfillment system for most people kind of sucks. It does. And the accountability, and they don't have a coach in their corner holding them accountable. And then two, we fumble renewals really poorly. It's just when it's up, what do you want to do kind of thing. When you're proactive like it, when you have a process like that and it's already built into your fulfillment system with the renewals, holy shit, it goes really well and you'll get the best reviews and testimonials and marketing pieces that you could ever get. Did we miss anything, Dave, that we haven't covered?
No, I think you hit on something. This is something that we struggled with at Arrowhead for when we initially launched this thing in 2020. And it was the renewal conversation. And looking back, the reason that I never looked forward to the renewal conversations because we didn't truly have an offer, right? So that's what I really love that we're doing with PTL now. We've really buttoned down what does that continuation offer look like. And if you have, we say it all the time, if you have conviction, we just graduated our January cohort. So shout out to Fahad, Miles, Chi, Megan. And my goal for everyone coming out of the cohort is they have conviction on their offer, right? But it's equally important in the second that you have that conviction on, we just changed your freaking life, but we're not done yet. For the next 6 to 12 months, here's the roadmap, okay? If you have conviction and certainty in that offer, I would say your renewals are you're going to close at 80 to 90%, especially if you have an AB offer. So I think that's something that we dropped the ball on early, and it took us a while to build this thing out, is like, what happens after the 9 weeks? Because that's a big question. I think I would say that was the number one obstacles that we had to overcome. A lot of people are like, well, yeah, you can sell a high ticket program up front, but what happens after? So it took us a while to connect the dots, but man, once you have this thing down, that's why Shannon Logan's not at 70K a month because of her high ticket program anymore. She's there because of all of the renewals that she's executed over the course of the last 18 months.
Yep. And what Dave is referring to is when we started doing this, almost 3.5 years ago now, Dave, in our gyms, is we were just launching this thing and we got the most amazing results out of our 63-day transformation. When Dave says renewals for this high ticket mentorship to high ticket mentorship were poor. A lot of them dropped down to training only, which is fine because they're spending several $100s a month now. But again, they're not ready to fly on their own after 9 weeks. As much as we lay foundations for habits, it takes a while to ingrain that in people's lives, right? People don't change in 9 weeks. It takes longer to cement these things. And so we didn't know how to pitch what comes after that yet. And so, we teach you how to build these high, mid, and low ticket offers into your business. We teach you how to sell them. We teach you how to fulfill them. But the last part to really take time was the renewals. It's like, what is our back end high ticket offer? And when it took a while to dial that in because it was so new to us 3.5 years ago, we've really solidified that. And when you're confident in what's next, you'll get the sales. And that's why we put that third piece in there, get them thinking about what's next for you. And as your coach, when you do those check-ins, you should have an idea of that going up to it anyways. But you can see 80-90% renewals, high ticket to high ticket. And hey, even if they drop down to semi-private only or one-on-one only or group only, whatever your format is, that's pretty good too. You should see people going through your high ticket program as your longest, highest value clients ever. But that's kind of the nuts and bolts of handling that renewal conversation. You set it up week 5, you knock it down week 6, and you're going to get the referrals, the renewals, and the reviews out of that. And those reviews are so important. Google loves those things. For SEO, you can't just have them sitting there. You need them coming in on a normal basis. They really like to see that. And again, even people that come in, they will be sold on your gym versus a competitor, but they'll be pre-sold. When they start reading story after story after story after story after story after story, and then they sit down with you, they're practically already pre-sold. And the cool thing is like some of these people are mentioning her high ticket program. They don't call it high ticket program, right? They call it her transformational program. They're mentioning it by name. And that's in there. Why? Because, well, Shannon has some control over that because she writes the review for them and sends it out. So it's exactly what you want to get in front of your people. And again, reviews, holy shit. Like Jennifer Brocksterman, right? She doesn't do any paid ads. She was able to, with the strength of her Google My Business and review platform, she's able to really attract everything that she needs from it. And they are pre-sold as soon as they sit down for consultations. Anything else we missed, Dave? I think that's about it, huh?
It's a really good recap, man. It's been too long since we had this conversation, so this is a good refresher for everyone.
Yeah, guys, if you don't have a high ticket offer, a transformational offer, it's the key. It really is. People are not coming in just to work out; they're coming in to solve a problem. And if you need help with that, like we literally give our program for people to use. If you want us to send more, or you want to chat with somebody about the 63-day transformation, you bolting it onto your gym. And again, you can change the length. It doesn't have to be 9 weeks. It can be 8 or 12 or whatever. Type in 63-day transformation in the comments, and we will get you more info. So we'll shoot you a DM on it. You can learn and see behind the scenes what it looks like, how it's used, and how we use it to change lives and get these amazing results out of people. But it's such a big value add for any business. I don't care whether you're a CrossFit, a PT studio. People need more than workouts. And if you have a great solution, you'll stand out. Anything else left to add, Dave?
Like I'm gonna say this: just having a high ticket offer on the menu and never selling it,
yes,
can completely shift your business. I can't tell you. Just the fact that like you start off with, hey, I have a $3,000 program, even if you don't even have the confidence, just the end user hearing that and be like, but here's where we're going to start you, insert whatever that price is, you'll drastically see your closing percentage. So just having it on your menu is an amazing first step.
Yes. And I don't want to scare you guys thinking like, I can't sell a $3,000 program. Here's the thing. Even if you don't sell it and your other option is group or semi or whatever, it's going to look like peanuts. If you have a $3,000, like Shannon's is 4,500, very confident, great at selling it. But your other options are going to look like you're giving it away. Peanuts. And so if you're like, hey, I don't think I can sell that, here's the great thing. You don't need to. With a 3-tier offer strategy, you have your high ticket mentorship, right? Sell it at $2,000 to $8,000, depending on your level of confidence, right? In your clientele. Then you have a mid ticket. This is just it's the same system. It's just stripped down. You're not doing every weekly coaching call. Same system. And you could sell that for $5.99 to $14.99 for something like 4 to 6 weeks. Or you can keep it 63-day and just trim the price on it. But hey, even if they don't want any of that, they're just here for the workouts, it's going to make everything look so inexpensive compared to your high ticket that you're going to see your closing percentage go up while your average sale goes up at the same time. It's not like I'm going to pitch this and I'm either going to get a huge payday or I'm going to get a zero. It's going to help your overall closing percentage. So if it scares you to sell something like that, don't worry about it. And you'll grow into it. We've had plenty of people that could not sell the high ticket at first because they just had no experience in it, sold the mid ticket and the low ticket. Once they got confident, then they sold the high ticket. That's like Joey right here, right? First month, he doubled his revenue. He sold 11 high and mid tickets, $14K. So it was at lower price. But 2 months later, he's selling them at $4K. He sold 3 at $2K in one day. And we missed one in there because I think we had him on live. He said, no, I actually sold 11K, not what is that? 2, 4, 6, 10K. He sold 11K in one day on January 2nd, which is nuts, from 4 sales, which is crazy. So yeah, this will turn around your business. But when those renewals come in, holy cow, that money up front's great. But as the renewals stack and you have 2 or 3 of these sales a month, look out. You've got a whole new business. So yeah, I think that covers how to make money on reviews. Those reviews are everything to bring in organic people. And I love organic leads. I don't know about you, but I'll take a website lead or a phone inquiry or a walk-in over a Facebook lead any day of the week. Give me 20 organic leads a month. I'll never have to advertise. Simple as that. All right, guys. So hopefully that was helpful. There are the things that you can implement in there. You want to learn about the 63-day transformation, which has all of that, the fulfillment and that whole renewal review process baked in. Comment 63-day transformation. If you're listening to this in the podcast, there'll be links there where you can send it to, and we'll get you info on that one. Check it out. Peek behind the hood. Hey, just quick reminder to everybody, if you are ready to start making an extra $10,000 more this month, every month, by making more money with less clients with transformational programs and create a consistent flow of high-quality leads, you can learn more about what it's like to work with me and my team at PT Legends and how ridiculously affordable it is at CoachScottCarpenter.com. It is such a no-brainer that it more than pays for itself when we teach you how to enroll just two case study clients. Really, that's it. So go to CoachScottCarpenter.com and learn more about it. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining in. We will see you next Thursday, same time, 12 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. EST on Thursday inside of Gym Owner Freedom. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next week. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you are ready to start making an extra $10,000 a month or more this month by making more money with less clients and create a consistent flow of high-quality leads, you can learn about what it's like to work with me and how ridiculously affordable it is at CoachScottCarpenter.com. And if you got any value out of this episode, please pay it forward and leave a review for this show. It helps other gym owners find the answers to the huge problems that we all share. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.